Hey guys, how's it going? On today's video, we're going to do a little bit of a build update. It's the 23rd of April, I believe. But yeah, a little bit of progress, not a ton of progress has been done since the last update. Biggest things are the engine harness is in, and I'm almost done with that. Obviously, it needs to be rewrapped, but once it's wrapped, you won't be able to really see it at all. There's a few things I need to extend, like the O2 sensor wire, and then I need to extend throttle position sensor wire and make new adapter pigtails for that. But other than that, it's pretty much ready to go. The new bulkhead is coming today. I've been waiting on that. I ordered a 35 pin originally when I did the tucked harness on the side here. Ended up switching out to a 47 pin because I needed a few extra pins. So that should be here today, and I should be able to finish that relatively quickly. And then we can finally test the chassis harness. I have a ton of videos banked because I don't want to release them until I know everything works like it should. So everything I did was accurate in the videos, and I'm not just putting something out that isn't going to help you guys. So unfortunately, kind of have to wait till a first start. I'm really trying to get this started by the end of the month. If you guys follow me on my Instagram story, you know I've been working on the fuel tank and trying to get that all situated. As you can see, the car is up in the air. I want to run a surge tank. It's probably extra, but that's what I want to do. Most people run them in the trunk here, and they will put them about right there. Or, they'll put them in the spare wheel well, but they will drill through the floorboard and run fuel lines into the trunk. I don't think that's a great idea on a street car. On a race car, sure. But street car, nope, not a fan of fuel in the cabin at all, even if it is technically behind the rear seat. So I've been working on a solution for that. Let's go underneath the car for a second. So there's also two other things. If you guys haven't seen my fuel tank video, you can see I have two of them right there that are a little cut up. You can check that out right there. But I went through and cut a early model, which is a 14.1 gallon, and a late model, which is a 16.6 gallon tank open, so you can see what is happening on the inside. So with a... Alright. As you can see, everything's nicely painted. I don't know if I covered that in a video, and obviously that needs to be repainted. But on a 14.1 gallon tank, the surge tank would actually fit pretty well right here. But on the late model 16.6 gallon tank, that space is filled with the tank to add more fuel. So I had to figure out a different place to put it underneath the car. So that I am currently working on right now, and the tank is at my fabricator. That's Fab Tech out in Chatsworth. He's getting that all prettied up. Hopefully my idea works. I'm lucky I have an 87, so that means this port is open right there. If that's a little hint. But all 87 to 92 cars will have that, and it'll already be pre-drilled because there's a level sender there. So that's your little hint until that video is released. But you also saw ITBs are off, so make sure everything's good. I'm running a Dash 6 hardline, so I need to get a bunch of AN fittings for that, but I've been ordering tools and whatnot to, obviously, flaring tool. I got some rollers to straighten this out. So that's going to be a lot of fun trying to recreate all of these lines in 6AN. I guess that's not it, but also very cool. We have an LPSR black tag racks. This is 2.5 turns lock to lock. I've been trying to find an E30 to test this in, so that would be pretty sick once I find a car to do so. But other than that, there's not a ton to see. These headlights, the Crazy the God custom headlights, are for sale if anyone's interested. It does have the custom headlight intake right here that I spent some time doing, which you can check that video up in the corner. So those are for sale. They come with Shadowline Motorsports LEDs, so they are nice, bright. These are the bright white version. I believe they are discontinued, and sometimes you can find the warm white, which is more the amber color white, still for sale. So those are for sale. If anyone's interested, hit me up. I'm changing them to something different, so stay tuned for that video as well. If anyone has, for my surge tank, if anyone has recommendations for, I need a lift pump, and then I obviously need an intake pump. I will be running E85 eventually, so if anyone has a recommendation for in-tank as a lift and in-tank for the surge as your high pressure, please let me know. I also need to make new brake lines and whatnot. So I make these videos just so that you guys get an update with it, as well as a checklist for me to kind of go through and see what else needs to be done. So the chassis harness is pretty much done. Really, it's just testing, getting the bulkhead in, and then testing the harness to make sure everything's good and I did everything correctly. And then just going through and rewrapping it. I pretty much added and deleted everything that I think needs to be added and deleted. So at this point, it's just wrapping it, taking it out of the car, wrapping it, get all the insulation, sound insulation done in the chassis, and then I still have to debate whether or not I'm going to paint the inside of the car. Obviously the engine bay needs to be painted, the trunk will need to be painted. I'm guessing I'll just end up painting this as well. So that is on the list of things to do as well. And then as you guys can see, the fuse box is no longer there. It's somewhere else. So stay tuned for that video. I will also have a bracket that goes with the fuse box for sale so that you guys can do this to your car as well. I think that is about it. Obviously, this is all here just for first startup. I want to make sure it's as quote unquote OEM as possible, or original. So if there's an issue, it's kind of a little bit easier to track down than trying to futz with it. But I also need injectors. So if you guys have recommendations for injectors, ideally, I'd love for it to just be, I can leave a big set of injectors and they can be tuned for if it is ITBs, it's with turbo, or it's with both. But I might have to switch them around every once in a while if that's the only way to do it. Had a few people asking about when the AC kit will be available. Once I get the car started, I will then focus on the AC part of it. I know the Shea Bay kit did come out a while ago, so again, always appreciate everyone ordering it. Big thank you. It helps the build. But yeah, so the AC kit will be available once I get the motor running and I do a deep dive into that. So stay tuned for that as well. But that will be quite a while. I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna be a good bit before that is ready. So other than that, what else do I have for you guys? I don't really have any cool new parts or anything. E36 is the E36. It'll just kind of sit here until I am wanting to build it or want to throw funds at it, as it's not a priority. So nothing special over here. I have to send out a bunch of hardware to get zinc plated, so it looks nice and pretty. If anyone needs a adjustable rear subframe, E30, Z3 subframe, I've got one available, ready to go, ready to ship, rageitparts.com. And I think that's about it for today's video. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please put them down in the comments below. If you guys have any recommendations for fuel pumps and injectors, also put those down below. Much appreciated. If you guys need any E30, E36M3, E46M3, and I think I said E30 and Z3M parts, hit up my parts page at Rage It Parts or www.rageitparts.com and get that taken care of for you. If you guys need steering racks, also rageitparts.com. E30, Z3, E36M3, E46 yellow or purple tag racks, or even a Z4 rack with an electric power steering column. You can hit me up on Instagram, MassDriver, or Rage It Parts. We can get that ordered for you. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate it, and have a great day.